One veteran participant, Sharon Graves, says she's actually been doing this for over 30 years. This seemingly simple sandbox provides Reed a home away from home. And even though Sipsey is hosting the game, neither Guy nor DuBose believe there's a home field advantage this late in the season. So it's been a miracle season for the Tigers, but if Alabama wants to get the job done, someone else is going to have to pull out all the stops. Saturday is senior day here at the Capstone, and this group has a 45-5 record and 2 national titles to its credit, with a chance at a historic 3 in a row. 275 competitors from all across the Southeast, including 7 different states, came to Duncanville for the 2013 Southern Regional Water Skiing Championship. The Alabama Crimson Tide obviously don't get the outcome that they wanted tonight. They lose 6-3 to the Florida Gators. And even in the loss, the seniors say it's still been a magical ride.
Yeah, we didn't come out with a win, but, you know, all I can ask is to have great memories with them, and that's what I did.
It's not going to matter in 20 years whether I ended my career with a win or not. And, you know, that Murph made sure to make that point.
Murphy even goes as far as to say he wouldn't mind one of them as his own.
If I had a daughter, I'd want those 5. That's how great of kids they are.
They do have great kids coming back. The Tide returns a great duo in the circle next year.
To have Sydney and Leslie both get to pitch this week was awesome too. And I think a lot of people got to see what Sydney's capable of. It's going to be a lot of fun with her.
He also points out that these freshmen gain invaluable experience with this opportunity.
Those 9 newbies got to experience a ride of a lifetime. They've got that experience now. They're going to have that hunger when we come back in the fall.
But don't be too sad for the Tide. They have a lot of talent coming back next year, coupled with new talent coming in, and Patrick Murphy says they should be a main fixture at Oklahoma City. Reporting at the Women's College World Series, I'm Lee Smith, WVUA Sports. 275 competitors from all across the Southeast, including 7 different states, came to Duncanville for the 2013 Southern Regional Water Skiing Championship. Tournament co-director Craig Worley says this region just might be the toughest in the entire nation.
Our region is blessed with probably the best water skiers of any region in the U.S. So this regional is the most competitive of any of the regionals. We have a lot of highly ranked competitors in all of the events.
Shelly Tranchita drove nearly 10 hours from Wilmington, North Carolina just for this tournament. She says her experience has been wonderful thus far.
This is my first time here at Lineman Land, and it's beautiful. They dye the water a beautiful shade of blue, and it skis real nice. It skis slow, which is good for skiers. It keeps us balanced.
Jasmine Mosley, a Tuscaloosa native and water ski veteran of 19 years, placed second in the women's 2-division slalom. Mosley says it brings back memories of her skiing days at Bama.
We're lucky in Tuscaloosa to have a premier ski site here on a private lake that is pristine conditions all the time. I like that I'm representing the University of Alabama and the state of Alabama.
But Mosley wasn't the only former collegiate skier on hand. John Harris competed here over a decade ago in 1999 for the Clemson Tigers.
We had some collegiate tournaments here, and that was actually probably the last time that I skied here, and so it was kind of cool to come back and ski at Lyman site again. It skis well, it's a good site.
Not only is the man-made lake ideal for skiing, it's also a great place for family fun. Reporting in Duncanville, I'm Lee Smith, WVUA Sports. Thanks for joining us, Coach. How special is it that you first played in this rivalry as a player and now you get to come back on the sidelines and be the coach?
Oh, it's great. It's great just to come back here and help the kids and definitely help our community and definitely help the school that I so much love.
How awesome is it for these seniors? Their freshman year, they actually start out with a win, the SC Championships here, and now their senior year, they end up champions in the same building again.
Well, the SEC Championship is so hard to win. Those 4 teams could be on the floor, all of them competing for the national championship. And I think you just have to be on that given night.
How special is it that you got that ring?
Oh, man, it's so special. You know, it's just such a dream. You know, Murphy just gave us an amazing opportunity and, you know, gave me 19 of my best friends that I got to play softball with and, you know, the biggest accomplishment of my life so far. So,
well, thank you very much. And there you have it. If Alabama wants another one of those rings, they're going to have to pull out all the stops tonight. Reporting live from the Women's College World Series, I'm Lee Smith, WVUA News. The Alabama football team lost a quarterback commitment on Saturday, but don't worry, they gained another one on Sunday, and it's a huge one. The Alabama men's golf team won the Auburn Regional Saturday by a whopping 22 strokes, and will head to Kansas on Tuesday for a few practice rounds before Nationals start Friday. Trevor Relaford is one of 21 players named to the Lefty Driesel Defensive All-American team. The junior guard is the first Crimson Tide player to earn the recognition in the 4 years that the team has been named. Former Auburn safety Mike McNeil, who is scheduled for trial next week on charges of armed robbery, has accused the football program of multiple NCAA violations, including academic fraud, recruiting violations, and cash payments to players in a scathing report. The Alabama gymnastics team was fighting for their 7th national championship last night at the BJCC, but they came up a little bit short when it mattered most. News came out yesterday alleging Alabama head coach Nick Saban possibly giving the Jets' playbook over to the Patriots. And while everyone seems to target Saban, Jets head coach Rex Ryan says that's not who Saban is. And speaking of mature players, A.J. McCarron was one of them by the end of his senior year, and former receiver Kevin Norwood even went as far as to compare McCarron to the Manning brothers. It seems like kids these days grow up faster and faster. Case in point, there's an 11-year-old playing in the Women's U.S. Open field today. At that age, I was only concerned about cartoons and what I was going to watch. But for one 12-year-old Tuscaloosa native, he had his eyes set on a bigger prize.